Hello, Sarcastians! I'm experimenting with this intro! Today we got a guest today. This is Nolan. Say hi, Nolan.
Hello.
He said hello 5 times in the past 2 minutes. As usual, we have our co-host, this guy and this girl. Nolan, and Nolan, how are you doing?
I am doing okay.
That's good. That's good.
Yo, it's crazy.
That's good that you're doing okay. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What the fuck is your profile pic?
It's SpongeBob smoking a blunt. Can't you tell?
It's complicated. It's from a streamer I watch. He is known for having a fan base that builds weird stuff. And I think my profile picture is just a testament to that.
I could never figure out what it was for the longest time. I don't know why.
It's SpongeBob smoking a blunt. It's not that.
I could never tell that it was SpongeBob smoking a blunt.
What was it supposed to be?
I don't know. I thought it was like a crocodile or something for a while.
It's yellow. How did you think that?
I don't know. I just did.
Okay, okay, put the profile picture in the video. But
it's in the video. This is a screen recording. You can see it. I'm putting my mouse on it right now.
Because we have the one, the only Nolan here, we decided to do an episode on one of my favorite subreddits, AmITheAsshole, because we're all band kids, and because of that, to some extent, we're all Redditors.
Oh.
I would like to point out that I am 2 months Reddit free.
Yeah. 2 months.
Why are we making it sound like an addiction?
I mean, it's Reddit. Dude.
To be fair, he's a percussionist, so he's less of a Redditor than we are.
No, that makes him even more of a Reddit. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just opened up the AmITheAsshole subreddit, and the first thing I see is the meta. What?
The meta? Yo.
Why is there a meta?
A meta for Reddit?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's easy. All you have to do is just download everything you don't like and upload everything you like.
Jesus.
Easy. And then make sure that whoever has opinions that you don't like, you just ban them from Reddit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. We're reviewing the top posts on AmITheAsshole subreddit.
Yeah. Nolan,
Okay.
if you have any specific posts that you are inclined to read, then you can send the links to us if you want.
Yeah, just send the link in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, before we start, I wanna start us off with another story.
Yo.
Of something that happened this weekend. So this weekend I turned 18. And so
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So yeah, I turned 18 and I had the boys over. Adachi and Nolan were there. And this was just purely for experimentation purposes. I was like I wanted to see how bad they could do this. I told the boys there's like 9 other boys at my place, and I was like, boys, today we're gonna set up my Tinder profile. You guys
Downhill from there.
You guys can choose all of the pictures and write all of the bio, and I cannot change it for a month.
But even though you did.
No, because Tinder deleted this part of the bio because it violated terms of service.
No, you changed MHA lover, dude. Come on.
I don't love MHA. The one rule of the bio is that everything had to be true.
Not a user Discord group.
But yeah, I'll read out the Tinder bio that the boys wrote for me. Jase, bruh brother, 6-inch looking for a double D. MHA hater. Born to shit, forced to wipe. Discord daddy while being a D&D master. This profile was done by Jase's friends. Anal lover. I'm a cancer man. I take no prisoners besides the toilet paper between my ass cheeks. Not accused of Discord grooming. I'm so scared. Certified Sussy Baka.
Let me also add that only one of like the 6 photos that he's uploaded to his profile are actually good.
One out of the 9.
My bad.
I'll put the images on that they chose for me up on screen.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, they put the G's face. They put a picture of literally just my back in a suit. Like, they didn't even, like, get my head in it. They just put my back in a suit. Like, what the fuck?
Not a bad photo. It just makes you look like a fuckboy.
But he already is a fuckboy. He can't look like a fuckboy when he is one.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Yeah. We should have put certified fuckboy.
Oh my gosh.
But I think that 6 inch you're looking for Double D already solidified that enough.
Basically, yeah.
I had to delete all the sexual stuff.
Brother pronouns.
I had to delete all this.
Unfortunately, he had to delete forced to wipe.
I did have to delete born to shit, forced to wipe. But yeah, and dude, I've only matched with dudes so far. I matched with 4 dudes and 1 woman so far.
Woman.
Like, that's it. And she didn't even message me back.
Damn, he got ignored on Tinder.
Yeah.
Sag.
Big Sag. But yeah. I have a Tinder now. And it's weird.
If you guys want to...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, if you want to...
Go on here, Tinder.
Jase Cobalt.
That is my username on Tinder.
Jase Cobalt.
That's not what it is. It's just Jase Cobalt.
I'm committing botanical murder.
Am I the asshole?
Woo! Am I the asshole subreddit? All right.
The asshole for destroying plants with facts and logic.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay, so what post do we want? What post do we want to do? What looks interesting?
I am looking through stuff and seeing if just like anything jumps out at me.
Yeah, I was about to say, am I supposed to have something open?
We're looking at the Am I the Asshole subreddit.
Top of the subreddit and just looking for stuff.
Yeah, I put it here. It's in chat.
Sarcastians, tip number 1, don't be like us and not prepare when we have a guest on the podcast.
We haven't prepared shit for the last 3 episodes.
We've only prepared for the music episode, and even then it was very, very loosely written bullet points.
Yeah.
Reddit.com wants to show notifications. Fuck no.
Am I the asshole for leaving my husband at the restaurant and going home?
Let's read that one.
Okay, wait. Let me send it in chat so that you can look at it specifically.
Yeah. And yeah, what we'll do is we'll read the post,
right.
and we'll read the posts, and we'll take turns reading posts, and we'll rate this person on an asshole scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the most unruly asshole on this earth, and 1 being you're an outstanding member of society. Does that sound good, guys?
Right, so,
hey, Editor Cobalt, put the image up on screen of the post.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Yeah, for sure.
Let me read this out.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for leaving my husband at the restaurant and going home? My husband, Justin, starts spending a lot of time inside the bathroom after I move into our new home. We're talking 45 minutes or just peeing 4 to 5 times a day. It's so irritating, but since he uses the guest bathroom, this only annoyed me when I'm waiting for him to eat or go out or do anything together, or even when we have guests over. Days ago, he took me out for dinner after he got off work. We got to the restaurant, sat at the table, and looked at the menu. Once the waitress came and took our orders, Justin started looking around saying he needed to go to the restroom. I felt something was wrong and kept worrying about him wanting to use the restroom and staying there for a long time. Before he went, I gently reminded him that we were at a restaurant, therefore he shouldn't take too long to have the restroom. He made a face and told me to knock it off since he'd be back in a minute. 2 minutes passed and I felt annoyed. Another 8 or so passed and he was still in there. I literally started calling this one and texting him to get out when our order arrived. I was getting fed up and the food was getting cold, so I entered the men's restroom looking for embarrassed as hell, entering behind each door, asking if he was in there. Until he replied that he'd be out in a few seconds. I went back to the table and started eating. After over 5 minutes of waiting, I called this one last time after I was finished, but he hung up on me. I was very, very, very upset. I just asked the waitress to split the bill, paid, left a tip, and walked out. I got home by Uber. I can't drive from a medical condition. And nearly 20 minutes later, Justin got home looking upset, asking what the heck I just did. He asked me why I left him there and went home all of a sudden. I told him he was taking too much time in the restroom and had me wait for nearly 40 minutes while dinner was cold and I was starving. He pitched a fit and gave a lecture about how selfish I was to abandon him, even though I called and he hung up, but he said his battery died. He said he thought our meal was going to take time, so he went to use the restroom and I should have waited for him a little longer after I notified him about the meal. But I was too selfish. I snapped and said this will, in fact, be the last time we go out for dinner if he's going to act like that. This was irritating not just for me, but the public as well. Imagine keeping the restroom busy for 40 minutes where customers need it. Thank goodness the place wasn't packed. I told him that, and he gave the nastiest look I ever seen and said I was at fault for leaving and ruining our dinner together. He said he was only upset that I paid for my dinner, even though he was the one who invited me out. Should I have just waited?
I think we all know what happened here.
Okay, so for me, on the asshole scale for this lady, it's a 2 out of 10. Now, the only reason why I did it that high is because,
Isn't it low?
yeah, but like,
Yeah.
I'm saying that it seems like it should be a lower score than that. But the reason why I said 2 was because, I felt like even if he was going to leave, which I feel like she was right in leaving, she should have told him. And also, like, walking into the men's restroom, I felt I would have been really weirded out if, like, some random dude just, like, burst into the bathroom asking where his wife was.
Oh my gosh.
It also depends on, like, double standard, because, like, a woman going into a men's restroom is slightly more acceptable than a man going into a woman's restroom for some reason.
I think
also the context. I think also the context of them looking for their significant other makes it a little less dangerous seeming, I suppose. But yeah, what do you think, Nolan?
Well, I think we all know what was happening.
What was it then?
Well, so as the post started off, right? He said, this lady said 4 to 5 times a day, like 45 minutes each. I'm sorry, but I think something's off here.
This dude's either jerking off or smoking a joint.
No, or he's cheating.
How would he be cheating inside the restroom?
Phone sex.
Yes.
I guess, but like, it's weird.
Well, I mean, like, it's in a new home. Like, is there like another woman just like inside their house 4 to 5 times a day?
She's inside the restroom. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think he's probably
Watching porn, yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Sorry, corn, Editor Cobalt. I said corn.
He's watching Cornhub.
But yeah.
That's a website, by the way. Editor Cobalt, edit that in, please.
It's a great website. I love it.
I love looking up steamy corn. Kettle corn.
Oh my god.
Any other thoughts, Adachi, Jase?
Let's try reading some of the comments. So right here it says, by Maximum Block, he said, NCA, what the fuck is he doing? 1, addicted to video games on his phone. 2, addicted to stuff on his phone / whatever. 3, has serious troubles going to the restroom and is very messy. 4, something else. So whatever it is, the issue needs to be addressed.
NTA means not the asshole.
On the asshole scale here, I think I'd have to rate them on a 3. I mean, I agree. You probably should have told them before you left.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what would have happened if, like, imagine you're this lady and you leave and your husband doesn't come back.
Oh.
Imagine the guilt you're gonna feel.
Yeah. My thoughts.
But
the only mistake that, quote unquote mistake that she made was not telling him before she left. That's the only thing you can fault her for. I understand why this lady is annoyed. Her husband's in the bathroom, quote unquote, peeing 4 to 5 times a day, taking like an hour long. And this is the husband's fault. This is the husband's problem. Her husband is the asshole in this situation. I rate this woman a 2 out of 10. She only did one thing wrong. Therefore, warrants a 2.
We're
Yes.
16 and 18-year-olds judging their marriage.
I guess these are a light to decent too.
Light to decent too.
You got the fantasy.
We're just 16 to 18-year-olds
Oh my God.
judging a 28 and 32-year-old marriage.
Ooh, wait, I found a post on it. Okay, if y'all don't have anything else to say, I'm gonna start reading it.
Yeah. Okay, wait, our final rating a 2 out of 10 for that last post?
Yeah,
Yep.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10, 2 out of 10.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend I can't afford to feed his kids right now? Hi Reddit, I really need the unbiased opinion of internet strangers and accept any and all judgment. For context, my boyfriend, 36 male, and my son and I, 36 female, live together, and for the moment, I am the main breadwinner. My boyfriend pays his portion of the rent, and I pay for everything else: food, utilities, my portion of the rent, fuel, basically everything else. And I have to budget like crazy to cover everything. I don't have a great salary either, but better than his. He's working on bettering his situation, and I support us with an open heart. No resentment and no expectations on repayment. He has 2 kids and a previous relationship that visit us semi-regularly when he's off work. So on to the issue. Last week, he kind of sprung it up on me that his kids were coming to stay the night. I asked him nicely to let me know a bit sooner next time so that I could work on my money situation. I reworked some things to feed all of us and everything is good. I made a buttload of pancakes. Yesterday, he tells me they are coming again. I think that his ex is asking, and I ask if it's after I get paid. He said, no, it's not. I say as gently as I can that it's the end of the month and I can't really afford 2 extra amounts right now, and I'm having to borrow to make ends meet and for the week as it is. He blows up. Says he doesn't see his kids and it's not my responsibility and he'll sell his car for money if he has to. I love him and I love his kids, but the reality of the situation is that I can literally not feed them too right now. I know it's just 2 kids and a few extra meals, but it's the reality of the situation, and one of the kids is a preteen that eats more than I do some days, and that's okay. Please bear in mind that my BF has no money at all for extra anything. Am I the asshole for saying that I'm not able to accommodate his kids right now?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with her boyfriend?
All right.
I just want to say something.
Go ahead.
I think you guys got this.
Humans can go 3 weeks without eating.
Kids.
Nolan, we're not going to starve children. They're going to be like Levi from Attack on Titan. They're going to be malnourished and like 5'2".
So what I'm hearing is that her boyfriend only pays half the rent, and this woman pays for everything else. What the fuck?
So
First off,
really think it's gonna go ahead.
No. I'm sorry. I cut you off. Please continue.
I really think we need more information here, because it really depends on how big the difference between their salaries is. Like, if dude's making like $20 and this lady's making $800, it's going to be a lot different than if he's making 20 and she's making 25.
I mean, I don't really think the salary effect. Sorry. Actually, wait, Randy, you go first.
Okay. By the way she was talking about her salary compared to his, I don't think she's making that much more than him, just by like the words that she was using. But yeah. Like, even if, like, let's say there's like $1,000 difference in like their paycheck, right? He's only paying half the rent of the house they're living in. He pays for nothing else. And then on top of that, he doesn't tell his wife in advance, hey, I'm going to bring over 2 of my kids, and you have to pay for them. He didn't even warn her. He wasn't even like, hey, can I help you budget? Or like, hey, I can pitch in this much. I don't know.
You invited me to breakfast. Why the fuck you Lex here?
Exactly. This is such a Tyler moment, bro. Like,
First off, I'd like to say props to this woman.
Absolutely.
Total girl boss. Total girl boss. And I'm not saying that in like a mean or mocking way. I'm just putting it into the only words that are in my meme-ish vocabulary. Total girl boss.
Shout out to this woman.
Yeah, shout out to this woman. She's a total power mom, you know? Mm-hmm. This is the dude's fault. Like, okay, you can't be paying half the rent.
Tell the dude to have his ex feed them first.
Like,
Yeah, also, why is the ex not doing anything? What the fuck?
Yeah. I think... So, obviously, the dude has a money issue. He needs to get a higher paying job because his girlfriend... Because this woman cannot be paying for everything.
Mm-hmm.
A relationship should be 50-50. Not 95-5.
5.
That's what it feels. That's what this feels like. Like this dude isn't pitching in anything.
Mm-hmm.
This woman is not an asshole. This woman, total girl boss.
Agreed. One.
One.
Decent one. Strong one.
Strong one. You know what?
Even her, like, making breakfast for the kids, she wasn't like, oh, I had to, like, put together a breakfast. No, she's like, I made a buttload of pancakes and put a smiley face after that. What a sweet woman.
Yeah, exactly.
I love her.
Yeah, you know what? We gotta rate. We gotta put the other people on the other end of the post. You know, like for in the situation, the boyfriend and the last post, the husband. We gotta give them a rating out of 10. I feel like we have to rate them on a scale on an asshole scale of 1 to 10. You know, for this post, boyfriend, not gonna lie, it's high.
9.5.
Yeah, I was thinking 9.5. 9.5. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's a real asshole, but I think we're lacking in information. For example, salary differences.
For sure.
Yeah.
But the ex here, 10 out of 10. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, for sure.
Why are you leaving your kids with your ex?
Yeah. And in regards to the last post, the husband, what are we rating him on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think like 7 or 8 out of 10, honestly.
I was thinking 8. Nolan?
Yeah, around there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Probably maybe 7.5.
This is more fun than I thought it would be.
Yeah. All right. I have one.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat and then I'll read it out.
Ooh, I think I've seen this one before.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Tell me when we're all on it.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a long one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Am I the asshole for uninviting my maid of honor's boyfriend to our wedding? My 28 female maid of honor. Wait, what? She's talking about herself. Okay, so she's 28 and her maid of honor is 30. And wait, my maid of honor took my daughter, who is 11, her daughter, who is 12, and her boyfriend, who is 39, to a co-worker get-together at a beach park. The maid of honor and her boyfriend got extremely drunk and joked with the kids in the car.
That's not
jeez.
right.
Well, age difference.
Oh yeah, first off, yeah. My daughter called me crying, told me she was scared, and asked me to pick her up. After leaving the park, the maid of honor had driven on the sidewalk, blew past the stop sign, and while all this was happening, her boyfriend was laughing and playing music super loud in the car. At one point, the boyfriend looked back and asked the kids why they were crying, but didn't show any concern for them whatsoever. The maid of honor missed the freeway on-ramp, which is when the boyfriend started yelling at her. Maid of honor argues back that they end up in a parking lot. They continue to argue, and my daughter exits the vehicle and takes her friend with her, which is the maid of honor's daughter. Me, my fiance, and my mom pick a way to pick up the kids. The maid of honor's boyfriend calls me and says, "The maid of honor is getting a DUI. Come pick up your fucking kid. I don't know where the kids are. Fuck you." Oh man. After picking up the kids and making sure they're okay, my fiance and mom decide to go over and help the maid of honor. The kids are safe to be in the car. When they get over there, maid of honor is sitting on the ground near her car surrounded by cops, and her boyfriend is yelling at her. My fiance says, "Can you just go away?" And then maid of honor's boyfriend starts yelling at him. My friend somehow didn't get a DUI, and my fiance drives her car back to our house. During the drive, she is continually asking the same questions and saying the same thing. Why did the cops, keep asking about the kids? I don't understand. Nothing actually happened. My fiance is pissed, says maid of honor's boyfriend isn't welcome here, our home, and isn't welcome at our wedding, and tells maid of honor that she should leave him. The next day, my friend apologized and then quickly changed the conversation about how she didn't like what my fiance said, and he can't tell her what to do. Hold on, let me scroll down. The worst part is there is no conversation about the kids or their safety, which is a big deal to my fiance and is one one of his biggest reasons for not wanting the maid of honor's boyfriend there. He never cared about the kids once. I support my fiance in not wanting him at the wedding. My maid of honor said that if he can't go to the wedding, she won't be attending either. Our wedding is a month away. Am I the asshole for disinviting my maid of honor's boyfriend? I know inviting someone to a wedding and excluding their SO is typically an asshole thing to do, so we may be the asshole for disinviting him, not the both of them. For context, they've been together for almost 3 years and lived together.
Oh boy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Edit at the bottom.
Oh, okay, I'll read the edit. There was a bit more that happened between my fiance and maid of honor's boyfriend that resulted in him being uninvited from the wedding on the spot when we got back to our home. When it happened, I was in shock, numb, and in disbelief. She was so wasted when we got back and decided it was pointless to try to talk to her about anything in that moment. I've known her since I was 13. She's like family, and when I let my daughter go with her that day, I didn't think she would ever do something like this. After the event happened about a week ago, she went on vacation and we didn't speak to each other until the other day. I wrote this post because not only was she ex-maid of honor, downplaying what happened and shifting the focus for being mad at my fiance, family and other friends were trying to talk to me about just letting her boyfriend attend the wedding instead of focusing on what she did, and I needed a sanity check. She's not maid of honor anymore, and after everything that happened, I don't think she's a friend either. I should have uninvited her on the spot as well, and feeling stupid for not doing so.
Well, I think that shows already what the situation is, but yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, I think the answer is obvious for this one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh,
if the maid of honor is like a 9 out of 10 asshole, the boyfriend's a 10 out of 10 asshole.
Okay, no, he's not even a 10 out of 10 asshole. This motherfucker goes off the scale.
Exactly. Like this girl, so she not only is drunk driving while her own kid is in the car, but then her best friend's kid is also in the car.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, her boyfriend isn't like, oh babe, you should pull over, you're clearly drunk, or anything. He's egging her on, turns up the music, and then like starts yelling at the kids for crying and being scared. What?
They're hanging on a hangover. What can I say?
That's not cool. That's not cool at all.
Oh my god.
No.
I feel sorry for the person who wrote this post.
Very sorry, definitely.
Yeah. It's...
Their kids were in danger, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You were saying, Nolan?
No. Okay. I really wasn't saying anything.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This woman is not an asshole.
No, not at all.
This woman is not an asshole. I think everybody around her, besides her fiance sounds like a good dude as well. I think this woman is just surrounded by crazy people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like her maid of honor, clearly fucking insane. Maid of honor's boyfriend, downright lunatic. And then like other family members are saying that she should just let them attend after what they did. 0 out of 10 for this woman.
I'm trying to find where they are.
A strong 0.
Strong 0 for the maid of honor. 10 to 9.5. Honestly,
I thought you hated decimals.
9 point. Okay. All right. You know what? Fine. I'll get into this. My opinion on decimal numbers on a rating scale. So I have my rating scale is like when it's like 10 for like when explaining how good things are, 10 being like a masterpiece and 1 being like absolute garbage. I think 9.5s can exist because I feel like a lot of almost there works exist.
Yeah.
My issues with 8.5 and 7.5, like 8 is very good and 9 is great. What the fuck is in between that?
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, and like 7 is a good and 8 is very good. What the fuck is between good and very good? I think
Very good.
A-okay.
I think that's if you use 9.5s, that's fine. But if you use like 8.5, 7.5, and any other 0.5s, it's like what are you doing?
Your rating is an 8.5.
I think for me, like an 8 would be like, oh, that's solid.
Yeah.
And then like a 9 would be like, oh, that's pretty. That's like pretty good.
Yeah.
And then like an 8.5 is like, oh, that ain't bad. Yeah.
I don't get it. You know what? I also just like don't get like, so like when you have one rating from 1 to 4, one is, it's like there's barely any differentiation between 1 and 4. There's barely any.
Yeah.
If I look at something, I just say bad, 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 very bad.
Bad. Cringe, unbased, blue pilled.
I just think 8.5s and 7.5s are fucking stupid. That's just my opinion.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that was a tangent.
Nolan, in case you can't tell, we're stalling for you.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found this one.
Okay, send it.
This one is quite interesting. So it's not the best situation. Let me copy the link.
What does that mean?
I'll let you guys read this one.
This is
I think you should.
I
think you should read.
Yeah, you gotta read it. You chose to post. You gotta read it.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Okay.
Oki's our age. Yeah.
Yo.
Am I the asshole for getting angry at my mom and calling her lazy and irresponsible parent for not buying us food? I, 16 male, live with my parents, 40s, male and female, and my 3 siblings. My mom hates grocery shopping and will argue with me if I ask her to buy more food. But whenever she does go to the grocery, whenever she does go grocery shopping, she'll only get a few meals that won't even get us through the week. She will wait till there's literally nothing left in the fridge or pantry to buy more. It's been a big problem for me because sometimes I'll start to feel sick, almost like I'm going to faint from hunger. Then, when I tell my mom this, she'll call me dramatic and tells me to find something to eat. My solution to this problem was to start paying out of pocket with the money I've been saving up for food ingredients so I can make breakfast, lunch, and dinner for my family. The issue is that my mom's taking advantage of this and now expects me to buy/make dinner for everyone. She's recently asked me to go to the store to get more food, and I got upset when I told her I was tight on money and couldn't afford to. This pissed me off because my parents aren't broke. My dad has a good job and makes way more money than I do, yet they're relying on me, their teenage son, to feed the family.
I also look at it. It's pretty important.
Yeah. I made this point to my mom. She says, I need to step up and start feeding her kids, and that she's lazy/irresponsible for not doing her job as a parent. Of course, she didn't like this and got angry at me. Initially, I thought I was in the right here, but now my dad and friends are saying that I'm being disrespectful towards my mom and that I should just use my money to pay for the food. They say I'm ungrateful, but I really don't think I am. So am I the asshole?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like I left some things out. My mom is a SAHM and stay-at-home mom and doesn't work. My dad is the breadwinner of the family and brings in a decent amount of money. We are by no means rich, but we are able to live a comfortable and sustainable life with the income my dad makes. So if my parents were poor and couldn't afford groceries, I totally understand. I think not having money is a reasonable excuse, but the thing is they're not broke, so that excuse goes out the window. Edit 2. My mom also doesn't have any diagnosed health problems, like word I'm not going to try to pronounce. If she did, then that would be another reasonable excuse. My mom simply just doesn't want to go to the store, and that's why I call her lazy and irresponsible. My dad isn't any better. He works all the time, but has the weekends off, which would be a good time for him to do grocery shopping instead. but he doesn't want to either because those are his day off. Those are his days off and just wants to relax. According to them, the reason why they want me to run errands is so I learn what it means to be responsible.
They're gaslighting him.
They're treating this like some kind of learning experiment to prepare me for adult life. That's their way of justifying it, at least.
That's actual gaslighting.
Oh boy!
All right, hold on. You guys got this one. I gotta.
Gaslighting.
Yeah, you guys got this one. I gotta go AFK for a second.
In the small chance that OP is listening to this, in the very minuscule chance that they are, because this was posted like 9 hours ago, food pantries, if you have them available, please, for the love of God, try to find them. Your parents sound awful. They're providing for a family of 6, and they're 16. Like, I can't fathom that. And the minimum wage is $7.25. I can't imagine how much they make an hour, but...
Wait, does this guy even have a job? Did it say that?
He implied that he's getting some sort of income, and so I'm guessing he has a part-time.
Yeah, but like if he doesn't, it's like...
Yeah, that's even more just, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it's like his parents are clearly just using him for money, or his mom is, at least.
And it's not small kids either. Like, their siblings are 14 male, 12 female, and 10 female. Like, That's not easy to provide for.
I think
you're not doing your job as a parent if you're not giving them food. Yeah. What the fuck?
You're saying, Nolan?
The first person here really sums this up. You're under 18. It is their legal obligation as your guardian or parent to provide you food.
Correct. Oh my god.
Yeah, also, OP, CPS exists. Please call them if they're not feeding you enough.
Call Child Protective Services on your fucking mom.
It's much better having no parents than having horrible, like, neglectful parents.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back, by the way.
Yeah.
I think with that situation, it's like, yeah, this kid is not the asshole. This kid is just living in a household of lazy parents.
Shout out to them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like shout out to this kid. You're learning to provide, but also this is really hard. It's just hard to frame it into words. I know that this kid is not the asshole. It's just hard because his parents are clearly not doing the right thing. His parents are just lazy. His parents are very, very lazy. And
at least the mom.
Yeah.
Because the dad at least has a job.
Yeah. Like,
also, the excuse of like, oh, but we're teaching you how to be responsible by doing errands. Hello, errands at 16? That's like making you walk to the mailbox down the block and like shipping off like your bills. That's taking out the trash. That's walking your dog, not, I don't know, providing for your entire family of 6 people.
Yeah, that's
between chores and then being a parent, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's your job as a parent, not his.
Yeah, you shouldn't be raising your siblings.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah. But yeah,
okay.
That kid, 1 out of 10. Parents.
So,
Jase
Cobalt has a thing for us.
Or wait,
do we have time for 2 more though?
we're at 40. We're at 40 minutes right now. Parents, like 8 to 9.
Wait, taking your son's gift back? That's almost as bad as the Minecraft.
Shush. Jase, could you say yours first?
Okay. Am I the asshole for calling my sister's husband useless? This is the post right under the previous one, and
I love that.
Yeah. Okay. This is a long one too. I'll read it out. So this person is a 17-year-old female, and her sister is a 34-year-old female. My
Huge
sister,
difference.
my sister called me saying that her work had an emergency and she needs to get there ASAP and needed me to watch her kids because no one else can. I rushed over there just to find her husband locked in his game room playing video games. I asked her why she called me over if he was home, and she didn't, and said he didn't want to babysit because it was his only day off. Sister
Oh my
left,
gosh.
and I started hanging with the kids. I was changing the baby's diaper, and the other kids wanted a snack. I told them to go ask their dad to make them a snack since the baby had a blowout, and it was going to take me a while to clean him up. Well, their dad sent them back upstairs and told them to ask me again. After cleaning the baby up, I made the kids a snack, and their dad came out to eat and told me not to let the kids interrupt him on his day off. By the way, he works part-time from home 6 days a week. I kind of snapped at him and told him it was my day off too, and that he's a useless fucking father and husband if his wife has to rely on her teenage sister rather than her own husband. He started telling me I was disrespectful and didn't understand how hard parenting is, and I told him he clearly doesn't understand how hard it is either because since he considers parenting his own children babysitting. He ended up kicking me out, and apparently my sister was forced to come home because he told her she needed to figure it out since I'm her sister. I feel like I may be the asshole because my sister is mad at me, her husband is mad at me, my mom is mad at me for causing drama, but my dad thinks it's funny and agrees with me. I definitely didn't need to call him names, but I just hate this guy so much. We've argued about things in the past as well, so we already don't have a great relationship. My sister is saying I need to apologize to him, and he is threatening to never let me into the kids' lives if I keep disrespecting him.
You can skip the edit for this.
Yeah, we can save the edits.
I mean, that's a win-win.
Dude, shout out to this girl's dad. He sounds like such a cool guy.
Dude, this dad's based.
All right, so yeah.
I mean, if they never let you interact with the kids, you won't have to babysit the kids.
Yo, space.
But really though, if you're gonna have kids, you gotta know that you're not gonna have much free time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was also at least 3 kids, right? Because while she was changing the baby, then she said the kids came up and asked for a snack. So at the very least, they have 3 kids, and this father isn't doing any. He's in his man cave playing video games. Me in 10 years.
That's Ren playing Minecraft right now. Well, she lets the kids do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
As long as they stay alive, you know?
Yeah. You know what? I think just. Okay. This person, clearly not the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I think sister's husband, mom, assholes.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty definitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. This person is clearly I think this person is like did this person make any mistakes? I don't think they did.
Maybe I thought their language is a bit harsh for what was happening.
Yeah, maybe a 2.
It wasn't that big of a deal, but I can understand where she's coming from, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I would have reacted in the same way, so I can't really judge them for, like, telling him that he was fucking useless.
Yeah. If anything, this is just funny.
That way.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a 17-year age difference.
Wait, excuse me?
No, between the sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my sister, how she's like 15 years younger than me or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my brother's like 6 years younger than me. It's weird.
My brother's
That's not
like
that much of a
4 or
deal.
5 years younger.
Alright, so
Anyways.
I guess we're done with that one, right?
Yeah, we're done with that one. Parent.
For donkeys. Woo.
Yeah.
Alright, so this one, it says, am I the asshole for taking back my son's birthday gift after he took his brother's school project?
Oh.
Wait, what?
So, I have 2 sons, Jake, which is Jake and Austin. Jake is 16 and Austin's 19. They're both brothers from my previous marriage. I've been with my wife, their stepmom, for 4 years. She's closest to Austin than Jake for several reasons. Austin was leaving for college in a few months. I didn't give him a gift for his high school graduation because of financial hardship, but I managed to buy him a new 5K motorcycle. He owned used motorcycles in the past, but he never got a brand new one. So I decided to wait until his birthday, which was last week, to give it to him. But this issue occurred days prior. Austin grew up advocating for animal/nature. He doesn't eat meat and is against fishing, hunting, collecting insects, or using animal products in any way. And he calls it cruel and does all he can to educate people about environmental issues. So Jake has been working on a science project at school collecting butterflies. Austin didn't know about it as Jake kept his butterfly collection in a tight-fitting box in his room. I came home to find Jake and Austin yelling at each other. Turns out Austin went into Jake's room to grab something, saw the butterfly box, and got so mad that he took it out of the house and buried it somewhere. I told Austin he shouldn't have been to his brother's room and asked him where the box was, but he said where it belongs. And he refused to say where he buried it. I said this was Jake's project, but Austin said he didn't give a shit because what Jake's entire school did was cruel, and Jake is worse for agreeing to it. I got angry and pressured him to make his right, then apologized, but he didn't budge. So I told him I was taking back the motorcycle, and he threw a fit and got my wife involved. She said, "One, it was ridiculous taking the motorcycle over a project since there are tons of butterflies out there. Jake could redo his project. But if his last thing doing it in 4 months, this argument shouldn't be his last memory in the house. Two, it wasn't even personal between the boys, and I knew what urged Austin to do what he did. Three, then said he's not a kid to be punished. But frankly, I don't see taking the gift back as punishment. I said that Jake's education line is drawn, and she kept asking me to consider her input. But since I paid for the motorcycle, then it's my decision to take it back. Jake is devastated, and my wife says I'm disregarding her input, not treating her as a parent to the boys.
This is more funny than anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like a sitcom. It feels like what would happen in like a sitcom, honestly.
Yeah.
1 second here. So the vegan almost college student that doesn't want the butterflies to be kept cruelly takes
Rides motorcycles
butterflies and buries them.
Composting.
So let me get this straight. You're against all cruelty to the animals, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then you bury the butterflies in the box.
I'm guessing it was like those flattened, like dead butterflies that are kind of like behind a picture frame. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But yeah, I'm wondering how, like, his wife's favorite kid is Austin, the 19-year-old, despite him being a walking hypocrite. He's like, oh yeah, no animal products, no meat.
He's a fucking walking paradox.
He's a motorist. He's a fucking motorist.
He's
What
a
do you
fucking walking
mean?
paradox.
And he's against fishing. And he's like, oh no, but not my motorcycle. Stepdad, don't take my fucking motorcycle. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, this is just
That's a
funny.
That's a ride. But yeah, no,
I
definitely.
will say, this is my
Jake.
first time slightly disagreeing with the OP, just because I don't think I personally would have taken the motorcycle back. I get the idea of, oh, I bought it with my own money, but also I think that like ownership, if it's like a gift to someone else, I think from then on, the person who received the gift, it's their property from then on. But yeah, sorry for cutting you off, by the way, Adachi.
I don't think I was going to say anything. Actually, wait. I do think that he's not the asshole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mr. The dad isn't really an asshole per se, even though gift ownership is kind of confusing. But like the vegan son still lives in his house. It's his rules, so I feel like he's under his jurisdiction as a parent to take away his gift if he wants to.
Special guest
Also, 'cause
Nolan, any thoughts?
My thoughts are not only. So I think what the dude did was justified. I don't know what he means by it's. I don't know what he means by I don't see taking the gift back was a punishment, because it's clearly a punishment.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
But yeah, personally, I really don't like others coming in my room, so I can kind of understand where the butterfly kid was coming from when he's like, "Why'd you go in my room in the first place?
Why'd you take my shit? My school project. My boy."
Yeah. So I know if I went up to my sister's room and took a school project, that wouldn't end well.
Nolan gets vaporized.
So I'm not against
Nolan.
I'm not against being vegetarian / vegan. I have nothing against you. If you're like in the camp that eating animals is cruelty, just don't force your beliefs onto other people.
Yes, King. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Wise.
Don't mention that you're a fucking vegan every 2 seconds. That's like a personality trait.
You know,
It's
like
not.
that one vegan teacher that like online that's like super fucking
No,
annoying.
we can't mention her.
No,
I
we're
think
giving her
we'll
clout. No.
We're gonna get demonetized if we mention her. Honestly,
Wait, why?
No, we're joking. We're joking.
Is
No,
she?
no, no. She got banned on like most of her social media platforms because what happened was Tommy in it, right?
yeah.
He made a TikTok where he had like one of his gal friends so he like walked up to her, right? And he's like, "Oh, can I like talk to you?" And like she as a joke was like, "Piss off." Bleh. And then like the vegan lady, even though the video had nothing to do with veganism, stitched the video or like duetted the video and was like, "I know it's scary to talk to girls, but if you turn to veganism, I'm sure you'll find a nice vegan girl out there." And then from then on, she started like harassing like the 12-year-old stans. And it's like, lady, you're like 60.
Vegan lady versus 12-year-old.
Vegan lady versus Minecraft.
That's literally
Minecraft
Twitter.
YouTube
That's
fandom.
literally
Oh
Twitter.
my god. Okay, but
That's funny.
yeah, this person in this situation isn't an asshole. I think their kid is the asshole in this situation.
Yes, Austin,
For sure.
my boy.
The fucking vegan kid is like,
I like how we're calling him vegan, even though he
Vegan.
didn't explicitly say he's vegan.
Mom, stepdad won't give me back my motorcycle. Mom.
yeah, the kid is the asshole, and the wife is
He's a you know what he is?
what?
He's a fucking walking paradox.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. I having threesomes with a fucking triceratops.
yeah. This guy probably like a 2.
Yeah,
The
I can live with
Austin
that.
is definitely a 9 to 10.
Yeah, Austin definitely a 9.
Now to wrap. Sorry.
The stepmom, I think is just very biased.
5
It's
five-
5 or 6. Yeah.
5 to 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Nolan, your thoughts?
I agree.
Woo.
The father, I think, is fine in this situation.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Also, shout out to the younger brother. Like, he got the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least he didn't, like... I think Austin is lucky that, like, Jake didn't beat the shit out of him for stealing his school project and forcing his vegan beliefs onto him for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
because
if the motorcycle kid wasn't the favorite, I think it would have been really different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Motherfucker tries to force veganism on his motherfucker tries to force veganism onto his younger brother. The younger brother should have forced his hands onto that motherfucker's ass.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. To wrap up the episode, Nolan, what do you think from today's episode of SarCastic and from all these Reddit posts? What do you think is one thing that you learned in order to not be an asshole?
Really, I think mainly follow like logic here, because like for the restaurant lady,
Restaurant?
the first one we did,
Yeah.
Hurry up with this damn croissant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a French restaurant, and like the guy was asking for people to hurry up with his damn croissant, despite the fact he was in the restroom for 45 minutes.
yeah. I think that one was pretty self-explanatory.
For
Mhm.
sure,
I mean,
yeah.
most of these were. I mean, just follow your gut feeling, and then don't worry, the internet will reprimand you if you do wrong,
Yeah. It's a shame we didn't find any spicy
especially
ones.
if you post it to Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool if we found like really gray areas. Then we would have been yelling at each other.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Nolan, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks so much, dude. You made it a
Yes.
lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, and
Indeed.
thanks for coming on, our number 1 fan.
if you want to check out Nolan, he doesn't have any social media, so
Nolan is just a very good friend of ours, and we wanted him on the podcast.
but if you happen to be on any like big Star Wars Discords, you'll probably find him there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Under the name Nolan 20 Expert.
Nolan 20
Yeah, shout out to you,
Expert.
Thank you.
Hell yes. All right, that was this episode of SarCastic. Coming up
Remember,
Wednesday.
Sarcastians, follow us on our Instagram at Sarcastic Podcast, where you'll be kept up to date on our episodes in case we post late, or if, like today, we had a special guest like Nolan Dasani himself. Also subscribe to the podcast because it still has less subs than our actual Instagram page, and turn on that bell and leave a comment and share because we'd love for you to share our antics, an hour's worth of antics with your friends. And yeah, if you post about our episode on like your Instagram stories, maybe we'll repost you on ours. Who knows?
Do all that shit that the ultimate girl boss Mars has just said.
Absolutely.
We'll call you her little pop champ if you do so. It's like
I will.
That's an honor.
Yeah, I will send you a voice message over Instagram.
Oh my God.
But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to Nolan once again. And yeah, bye.
Goodbye. Okay.